I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week, like T2I TV on Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV, we engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpon show. And tonight is another opportunity for us to really have a powerful discussion with one of those that are really changing the narrative on the continent of Africa. And that is what we do. We interview people on the continent of Africa and in the diaspora that are changing the narrative. And what are they doing? They are not complaining. They are not giving excuses upon all the challenges in the system. They are really still making a difference. And for them to share their story, we believe that it can be an inspiration to other young people on the continent of Africa. And tonight is going to be an amazing discussion because I've got this lady that I have known all these years. And my first time I met her was 2019 when she was part of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpon. And since then, we have really worked together on different projects. And I know what she can do and what she cannot do. So tonight, if you are watching us, I want you to really call somebody, share this for somebody to have an opportunity to watch this program, or drop this in a WhatsApp group on social media. And also like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, T2I TV UK. Now, before I go on, I want to mention a few of our sponsors. This program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm. Train to Inspire says that when it comes to your training needs and also consulting, contact them. They also work with schools in terms of the personal development of students in second cycle institutions, colleges, and universities. Then also ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. ZPay just launched their USSD code for mobile money, and that is *270#. With ZPay, with any network that you are on, just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. Now, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, their contact details are scrolling on the screen. Also, if you really want to support what we are doing, or you really want to also sponsor any of our programs, just take the number for T2I TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy and let's talk. Now, before I go in, I want you to understand that this program is Step Out with Oscar Bimpon. This is where we interview experts, consultants, talented people, and people that are changing the narrative on the continent of Africa. And tonight is no exception. I have got my guest is already seated, and she's here to really share a powerful topic that is dear to my heart. And who is my guest for tonight? My guest is the CEO and lead consultant of ICS Africa. She is an HR strategist. She's a global speaking leadership and personal development coach. And she is in the person of Emmaline Datey. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpo, and you are live on T2I TV UK.
Thank you very much, Oscar. It's great to see you after a long time.
After a long time. How is everything going?
By the grace of God, everything is well. Thank you for asking.
Wow. How has your day been?
Oh, it's been quite busy. I had a session earlier with my mentees, and then I had a lot of business calls, some business references, and then your program. So it's been a very busy day.
Wow. So it's like you don't have a holiday yet?
No, nothing like that at all. No holiday.
I always say that those with an employee mindset are so happy on a Friday, but those with a business mindset don't know the difference between a Friday and a Saturday, is it?
Not at all. Every day, your pleasure day is your working day at the same time. So
wow. I really like the topic that we are going to discuss, and the topic is the habit of successful young people. And one thing I like about the topic is that you are not talking about the habits of successful people, but the habits of successful young people.
Yeah.
And that is what actually makes the difference.
Absolutely.
But before I go on, I always ask everybody this question. Who is Emmaline Datey in your own words?
Emmaline is a very passionate, versatile, multitasking woman, very ambitious too. However, she's very warm, very confident, and very friendly. She's very creative, and she loves to add value to the lives of others.
Wow. I really like the ambitious bit. Are young people of today very ambitious?
I'd say we do have a portion of them that are ambitious. Yes. I am, as a mentee, a mentor to mentees, I have met amazing young Ghanaians, some Nigerians, and they are doing great things. I've been on platforms where I've had the opportunity to be part of programs to facilitate events that bring about, the talent and the gift of young people. And Oscar, Ghana is blessed. Ghana is super blessed. It's the only thing is that because private individuals are the ones championing it, you don't see it so much as compared to countries like the UK, where there is an intentional structure for young high performers to be put in a mentorship program so that they're prepared for society in future. And in the UK it is well known, but in Ghana here everything is left for private individuals like you, a Ghanaian living in the UK, and other Ghanaians in the UK doing the same thing, and myself and our fellow colleagues doing things here. But yes, we do have ambitious young people, and the only thing they are looking out for is someone to guide and hold their hands, basically. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Because the reason why I asked that question is that sometimes also I see a lot of young people, they are complaining, giving excuses, talking about the problems instead of solutions. And that is why I'm asking that question, that what can we do to make them ambitious?
First of all, ambition is it's something that you develop. Some people are born ambitious. Okay, it's something that is innate. There are some people that no matter what happens, they cannot do anything like Oscar. I mean, not everybody can be like Oscar.
No.
Oscar can achieve, people would see Oscar and want everything Oscar wants, but they don't want to do what Oscar is doing. That is where the problem lies. Not everybody can pay the price, but everybody wants the prize. Okay, so that is the difference here. So we cannot expect everybody to be ambitious, because, for example, it's like saying everybody is an entrepreneur. It's not possible, because an entrepreneur also needs followers to make his or her dream come true. So basically, the point is that you can't expect everybody to be the same. No, it's the God didn't even make everyone the same way. Okay. Yeah, but what is important is that you identify people and play them to their strengths.
Wow. Wow. Because you made a very solid point, and that is not everyone can be like you. But
No.
people want the price, but they don't want to pay the price.
No. Absolutely.
Is it difficult when it comes to paying the price?
Oh yes, it is very challenging. I mean, paying the price for success is quite expensive. You have to be willing to sacrifice a lot. Say no to what your colleagues are saying yes to. For example, you and I know that I had a happy hour every Friday because we know that on Saturday too, we may have a meeting. So whilst your colleagues are going to chill, you are having to do a lot of work. Sometimes you have to spend late nights into Friday, sleep, and then wake up the next day to continue. So you saying no to pleasure is the price you have to pay for tomorrow. Sacrificing sleep, sacrificing chilling, Ghanaians like to say, weddings, christenings. How do you explain to a family member that you can't attend an event? Forgive me, my little PA is, I'm trying to get her to leave. Okay, so basically, the point is, pay. It's like loving an expensive thing. For example, I see things that are so nice and expensive, and I admire them so much. Then when I see the cost of it, and I see what's in my account, and I'm conflicted because I don't want the money in the bank to reduce, but I will still want to get the bag. Oscar, how is that possible?
No.
So I mean, you need to, it's economies of scale, opportunity cost. Something must go for something to come. And that is the problem with most of the youth today. Most of the youth want the easy way, they want shortcuts. Yeah, I want what Oscar wants. The most interesting one is Oscar lives in the UK. I want to live in the UK like Oscar. But not everybody knows the price you pay to maintain yourself on an personalities, and we admire them so much. We want to be like them. VGMA is happened yesterday and today. They were going to spend all our monies to look like a celebrity, so you can take pictures on Instagram and be liked. That is the only price they want to pay. But no, you and I, Oscar, know that for now, well, before we get to that level, we have to sow a lot of seeds and be unknown to be known.
Unknown to be known.
Yeah.
But what is the definition of success when it comes to young people? What is their perception when it comes to success? What do they see as success?
Materialism, comfort, and pleasure. They think that being successful means everything is perfect. You don't have to stress for it. You don't need to go through the process for it. I sit down like a bag of potatoes and somebody drops it on my lap. Oscar, that is what young people think success is. But they don't know that success is an iceberg. We see the ice on top, but they don't see what is below. Yes, that is basically. So young people like to take shortcuts and they say that is success. But then I subscribe to John Maxwell's definition of success. And though it applies to everyone, it applies to the young people as well. And John Maxwell says, and I'll say to the young people, success is first of all knowing your purpose in life. And then growing to reach your maximum potential, achieving everything God has called you to be. And then finally, sowing seeds that benefit others. So when you know who you are, you identify your giftings and your uniqueness. You maximize everything God has put on the inside of you. Automatically, if you maximize your potential, you become what? You have some income. And that income you get is not for you alone. It is to be a blessing to people around you. If there is no extension of your blessing, if everything around you is for you, you're not successful. You are not success. It's like saying production. Production does not end with its consumption of production until the product gets to the client. You have not achieved the goal as a business. If your consumer does not consume the success of your brand, which is the product or service, who is going to testify about you and say Oscar's business inspired to train, or train to inspire rather, is successful? It's not about having a logo, beautiful colors, and looking at Oscar looking well dressed. No. How has your program impacted my life? Meeting you, Oscar, have I changed? Or am I the same? So when you are looking at success, look at how the impact, and then the influence, and then the income.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Because you made mention of young people, their definition of success from John Maxwell's point of view, and I think that is quite interesting. But are they ready to pass through the process in terms of success?
From my experience of 10, 1 or 2 are willing to pay the price. I have a platform that used to be over 200. Now it's gone to about 156. Even out of the 156, I only have about 10 people who are very committed to their personal growth. So ask me, the remaining 140 something people, what are they doing on my platform? Why are they there? They haven't left. I appreciate those who leave. It means you're not ready. It's your either hot or cold, but you can't be in between. So you wonder what those people are looking for. Oscar, you can invest your money, you can invest your time. People will still not move a muscle. And sometimes I don't get impatient because everybody's time for identifying who they are is different. Now, sometimes people are not ready to fulfill a purpose. They just want to get by. I want to finish school and get a job that pays me, then I can take care of myself and my family. That is somebody's life goal. And you cannot change it for them. But you see, Oscar, you and I know that when you're a person of purpose, certain things you cannot be comfortable with. You cannot be a regular person and say, I want to go to school, get a job, and then take care of my family. Maybe some people will say to be able to afford vacation once a year, and that's it. No, some people cannot sleep because it's a problem that is in their hearts and they want to change. There is a burden to make a difference. That is what makes the certain young people listen or want to be a mentee of Oscar, want to be a mentee of Emmaline, want to be a mentee of anybody who is a mentor that is also moving ahead. You can't force everybody to join the trade. It's impossible. And you shouldn't even force anyone. Let people, you see, what I will always do is find its level. If you look at the whole world, for example, the people that cause a change. Mark Zuckerberg was very young when he started Facebook. He was very, very young. He didn't look at his environment or his age and say, I'm a small boy, nobody will listen to me. Today, he's hiring people who are twice his age. He is an employer of people who are way and go on vacation at the end of the year. But Mark Zuckerberg's name, do you Oscar? Do you know the name? Do you know the name of any employee of Mark Zuckerberg? No. But Mark's name is being mentioned all the time because he is the face of influence in Facebook. And that is how life is. Everybody can be the same. You look at the same Microsoft. You look at all the, even what's it called? Is it Tesla? No, the car. Tesla. Elon Musk. You know, look at the brands coming out. So sometimes I always say that there are some people who are called to help a generation. And it is okay for people to be laid back, you know, but some people are born to inspire fire into those people to cause them to make a change. So you have to learn to know that people are different, but play them to their strengths. That is what what makes teams beautiful, that I am different and you are different. Some of us are too all over the place, so much energy. I need somebody calmer. You understand me? I need somebody to assist me who can see thoroughly, who can pay attention to detail. That person doesn't have to be loud like Emmaline, but the person has to be at the background looking at my back. Okay, but then the person has to be willing and able. If you're not willing and able, then the equation, it can't work. But the moment you are willing, even if you're not able, you will be what? Teachable. You get the point. But if you are able and you're not willing, it is like 0 times any number is what? 0.
Wow. You know, for me, I don't do WhatsApp groups on WhatsApp anymore. Especially for young people, I don't do it anymore. I prefer to, don't get me wrong, I prefer to mentor people individually than to put in a WhatsApp group of about 200 young people, in which just 1% are really serious, right? It gets into my skin, so
Yes.
I just don't do it anymore. I prefer that the few ones that are serious, I deal with them one-on-one to support them. And
I do system. So I've put into place a program. It's called the Level Up Africa Personal Development University. You go through about 6 courses, you graduate, and then you become an official mentee. Now, these are people I have selected carefully. I see that they are doing things with themselves and they want to grow in that level. So I give them the opportunity to go through a process, and then they become my certified mentees. Now I tell them that I am only doing this so that tomorrow when you need recommendation, when you mention that Emmaline is recommending you, then your doors open for you. Because I don't believe that God is bringing me where I am to enjoy it alone. I also want to take people along with me. But then I need to have faith and confidence in you by training you and putting my brand on you and saying, yes, I endorse you. So I am shortlist. So what I'm doing is actually to shortlist the 156 to the number of people who are really interested in going through my trainings and then graduate and then become who they want to be. So at the end of the day, you'll get me checking up on you, finding out how you're doing. If you need a board member, I become part of your board members. If you want me to, because I'm into SME advisory, I can provide that support for you because people on a WhatsApp platform, I am sharing information for as many that need it, and then intentionally creating it. I said, some people just want to belong to a place and feel like they belong somewhere. It's human nature. Some people just want to be there because I'm there. And you know what I noticed, Oscar? There are certain people who have been quiet for so long, and then they come to me and DM me, and they begin to chat with me. And I say, you are on my platform. I'm like, so I noticed that some of them are taking their time to know. Some of them are very, very shy. They're not confident. Oscar, that is their problem. They lack so much confidence. They feel like, oh, can I talk to Oscar? Will he listen to me? Will he pay me mind? Some of them don't want to speak in a group, even though they want to. It's a very big church, Oscar. The pastor cannot notice everybody. But you're all in a church, aren't you? The pastor is preaching to everybody, but the pastor doesn't know how everybody is doing. So the pastor will put pastors, to take, even at that, no matter, even if you have the home units fellowship, everybody won't join, but they'll still come to your church. But I always say that there's always a time when somebody will get inspiration. Somebody's moment of change will come. So I just be open my arms and say, whenever you are ready, come to mama. That's how I think.
That's a good thing, and that is from a motherly perspective.
Of course.
But from what I have noticed, I've realized that, you see, if the commitment is not there, that is the problem. You see, you try and want to transition them. As you said, some of them are just they how do we call it? They just go for it, right? They are ready. They want to work. They want to bring change. But majority still are not really getting it. And the problem I have is that when you want to support and you want to change the narrative, you want to really drive them gradually along, they're still not ready. And that is so, for example, let's say we are in a group and I'm saying this week we are really reading a book. Post your book here, and you don't post it, you don't talk, it means you are not interested. And you see, we are living in a generation Where if I'm giving you 30 minutes of my time, it's costing me.
Of course.
Right? Because I can use 30 minutes to write maybe 500 words of my book. Right? And that book probably will sell later. That is going to put some money in my pocket.
Absolutely.
So if I'm giving you that time and you don't seem to appreciate, you don't seem to respond, then I'm not here to babysit you. No. And that is why I have really got to the stage where I've realized that, look, some young people come to me, oh, I want you to mentor me. Some people, young people come to me.
Yes.
I will just really test you and see that you are really ready. Then I will work with you. Yes. Because life is really too short for me to really be dealing with people that are not ready.
Absolutely.
You know? And the point is, how do you get somebody ready when they are not ready? They don't want to know. How do you can't force nobody? And I think this gets me to the next question, and that is, what kind of mindset do they need to really drive them to a purposeful life?
Dissatisfaction with where they are. You see, the difference between the young ones who are ambitious and the ones who are not is that somebody is tired of where he or she is and wants to change. The other person is still comfortable where he is. Nothing is motivating them. Nothing is chasing them. Everything is okay. But you see, those same people, at the point where they notice that life is not exactly what they think it is, that it's either they change or be changed, then you find them moving about, looking for people to help them. So I noticed that everybody has their journey, Oscar. Everybody has their journey. Some people are early learners, some will be late. See, Oscar, there are people who you can warn, don't do it. These are the consequences. Don't do this. They will still do it. They will still walk that dangerous path. Some people rather learn the hard way. And some people learn it the easy way. And even with God, he noticed that we are like that. I mean, some people he will say, come to me, they will come to him. Some people would not even bother, you know. And that is so that if the maker of human beings even goes through this all the time, trying to help people and change their lives, as human, we who are supposed to be assisting him, we can't expect too much from that. So I think that for me, I deal with people per their makeup. And until like you are tired of where you are, if you get somebody to mentor you, you're not going to change.
But do you think they even really understand what mentorship is all about in the first place?
No, they don't. So a lot of people think mentorship is when I need money, my mentor will give me money. When I need a job, my mentor will help me get a job, you know, and my mentor is there to spoon feed me basically. And I said, no, mentorship is the other way around. Mentorship is you identifying what you want to do, appreciating what your mentor is doing, and trying to see how you can add value to even your mentor as well. Because if your mentor is teaching you all the time and your life is not changing, you're wasting your mentor's time. When your mentor sees that you are growing, your mentor should notice you. Does your mentor notice you? When you are in a crowd, would you stand out? Would you be unique? Or you'll be like every other young person and then your mentor comes to speak and then he's gone? No, mentors are very busy people, but they are sharing their busy lives with you. So mentees just think that the mentor is there to spoon feed them and make their life easy when their life is difficult. But that is not mentorship. A mentor is somebody that exposes you to opportunities. Now, if you don't take your opportunity or the opportunity your mentor gives you, you're going to wait another cycle again. And by then, your mentor has moved on. Remember that your mentor is also working on his or her life. And every time he's going a stage higher. Where would you be by the time you find out you're supposed to have moved on to the next level? You know, so yes, absolutely. That is the challenge we have with mentorship. They don't understand what mentorship is.
Wow. Because I think it is one area too that we are lacking. Do you think there are also a lot of mentors in the system?
No.
For example, let's use Ghana as a case study. But we have got a lot of successful guys, but are they really mentoring the young people?
No, we don't have so many of them, and that is a true challenge. There's many people who meet me and they send me a message and they are surprised I even replied. Oscar, can you imagine? They are shocked. And I'm like, why are you surprised? Are you not a human being? He said, Madam, the number like to go the Madam way. There are people you send message you did, they don't even mind you, they don't even recognize attention to them. That is what the problem is. Some of the people they look up to as role models are not humble enough to calm down and carry them on their shoulders to also lift them where they need to belong to. So that is the problem. There are very few of us.
And that is a big gap then, because if you get to the top and you cannot really leave a lending hand to the next generation, then I think we are really creating a very huge gap, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, we are.
Wow.
Yes, we are. It's a huge gap. And, you know, Oscar, if you don't have passion for young people or for adding value to people's lives, you just want to do business and make money for yourself. You know, that is what a lot of people want to do with themselves. And that is not the best way to go. You know, so at every point in time, if you find yourself as a young person looking for a mentor, you should understand that not everybody thinks the way you think. To actually or find time to spare for you. Don't take it personal. You know, not everybody has that passion. So if not because you had a passion, my dear brother, you won't be doing what you are doing today. There are so many people who have the platforms, but they don't use it. But until you and I have that passion to make a difference, this would not happen. Okay, so that is basically the truth on the ground.
Wow. I think I've got a very good comment from Kweku Sinti Mensa. He says, nice to see Emma. A lot of young people who aspire to be successful ain't consistent at all. Why is this so?
You see, I have had such an experience, a lot of experiences like that. Sorry, my hand touched the mute. And then there are people who want a change, but then they get to the point where it's difficult and then they relax. But you see, consistency builds trust. Okay, sorry, I'm having so much distractions here. I didn't expect my kids to be available this time. But then the issue is this: consistency causes success. And if you're not consistent, nobody will trust you. So before it gets to the success lane, there is consistency, there is trust, and then there is success. All right. But then people don't want to go through the process. And so instead of them continuing, there's what we call stick to itiveness. I don't know if you heard that word before. Sticking to it until you get to it. Not all of us are willing to do that, right? But at the end of the day, when somebody is not consistent, I will tell you for a fact, Oscar, you are not passionate about it. You're not intentional about it, and you don't mean to do it. You just find that, oh, everybody is doing this, I'll do some. Everybody is here, I'm here some. But are you here because you recognize that you are supposed to be here, or you are doing it because everybody is doing it? But the moment you are born to do it, I've been doing this. I've been doing what I'm doing, impacting young people when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
You can imagine, yes, right from secondary school. I've been doing this and I haven't stopped. So people are looking at me and they think that, oh, I had some special support or whatever. No, I've given my life. If you see where I am today by the grace of God, I've paid the price and I'm still paying it, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's delve into our main topic, and that is the habits of successful young people. What are the habits of successful young people?
Thank you very much for that. And this is where I'm very, very excited. Number one, highly successful young people work in purpose. They don't work under pressure. Okay. Hey, the wind is going this way, then they are gone. Hey, the wind is going this way, and they are there. No. The world is not moved by how you feel. The world is not moved by how you feel. The world is not moved by what has happened to you. The world is not moved by your fear. The world is moved by the decisions you make. Excuses may be valid, but they would never add value to your life. So they work in purpose. Number two, they believe in themselves. They are confident about the things that they do. Okay, they do not allow anybody talk down on them. Number three, they see mistakes as a tool for success. So when you make a mistake, you don't give up. It doesn't cause you to just, freeze. It causes you to be what? To see mistakes as a learning process for being better. Number four, they add value to themselves and to people. You cannot be successful if you don't add value to yourself. And then you cannot also make sense to anybody if you don't add value to yourself. So you need to add value to yourself, and then you add value to people. The next point is that they keep themselves busy with actions that lead them to the achievement of their goal. So I ask you, everything you do, what you are doing right now, how are the things you do helping you get closer, or they're taking you very far away? The next point is that they know that every negative experience happened for a reason. So they don't allow those things to make them give up. They rather get better. They don't get bitter, but they get better. The next thing is that highly successful people choose their associations wisely. This is very, very important. If you find yourself working with failures, even if you are an A plus or a first class student, people will regard you as a failure. But if you're an F9 student, always working with first class students, I mean, maybe second class or third class lower, second class lower, third class students, working with first class students all the time, it will rub off on you, and automatically you will begin to learn the process of being like them, and people will regard you as an intelligent person. So be very careful. Your network is like a lift. Either they take you up or they put you down. The next point is that they are willing to be corrected and directed. Who knows better leads the way. They decide to follow the way. If you are somebody who takes correction, you are teachable, and then you will grow. The next point is that they find difficulty challenging and satisfying. So when they see difficulties, they don't whine or complain. They find it challenging. It brings out the best in them. They also delay personal gratification for the future. So when your friends are chilling and having a nice time, you are burning a midnight candle, you are staying out late, you are working longer hours, something not all the time, because if you work longer hours every day, you can fall sick, all right? But then they are willing to sacrifice some time to get to where they want to be. And then they also know that their destiny is in their own hands. They are responsible for their success. They don't blame their background or where they are from and complain that my mommy didn't do this for my daddy didn't do this for me. They only paid my school fees to junior high 3 and then they stopped. So I only got to primary 6. No, 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 no. They don't complain. They take their destiny into their hands. And finally, they are not afraid to stand out. They don't care if everybody is going the wrong way. If they have to stand on the right way and they're alone, they will stand that way. They will not be afraid that everybody says the right thing is wrong or the wrong thing is right. If the right is right and they're the only ones, they would obviously. Few tips, habits of highly successful young people.
Wow, 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 wow. But there is one question I want to ask. When habits are formed, it's very difficult to get away with it. That is like to stop or to change it, right? Now, how can people change the bad habits into good habits?
In HR, we say you need to unlearn to learn. Okay? You need to unlearn. So you need to, first of all, accept that you are doing the wrong thing. If you do not accept that where you are is wrong, then there's not going to be change. But the moment you accept that what you are doing is wrong and you need to be better, that is the beginning. And then obviously there are certain things you need to let go of. So you do what we call personal assessment. So do a self-assessment for yourself. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? And what are your opportunities? All right. You look through all of this after making your pointers. let go of the things that you need to let go of. If you're finding problems doing that, get a counselor, get a coach, to help you with those personal issues, somebody you can be accountable to. And then when you go through all those processes, you'll be able to learn the good habits by attending personal development classes, sessions, coaching sessions, and seminars, and what have you. And then read a lot, read personal development books, read stories of people that inspire you. See, when you read the story of somebody that has been where you are, it's very easy for you to say, I can do this too. Okay, so find people like that, get their books, listen to their videos on YouTube, attend their events, and little by little you are sowing good character.
Wow. Do you think there's hope for young people on the continent of Africa or in the diaspora? Do you think there is hope, especially Black people?
It's scary. I won't lie to you. The attitude I am seeing today is very scary. The percentage of the population of young people that you would expect to pay attention to change or to opportunities is very low, Oscar. They would rather go for concerts, rather go for things that are more pleasurable. But I ask myself, if you keep paying Shatawale, you keep paying everybody that you say be left of you, Shatawale will go out very rich and you will end up what? Poor. You spend money on sport betting companies, you are watching sports, telenovelas and all that. Nothing wrong with that. But are people also adding value to you? If you don't add value to yourself, how do you add value to somebody? So if you want to keep watching those things or attending those concerts, I mean, imagine a McDan going to Shatawale concerts. It makes sense, right, Oscar? Doesn't it? He has the money. So if he pays for that, even those events, sometimes they even get it for free. They call him VIP. So he gets a free. Imagine the rich people get free access.
Yeah. And the poor pays
money. Is life not ironic? Don't you want to be the person that will get a VIP? So the young people are not interested. And I think that the government, charity, they say, begins at home and it is sustained in the school. Okay. If you don't catch them young, my girls, for example, we've started training them at this so that when they get to a certain level, it continues that way. Train up a child in the way he or she should go. Give the person the environment. You see, the kind of environment you put your child in is very impactful. The love and the support. You find that some children are very, very aggressive. Some of them are calm, but you treat them differently, but create an environment of what? Learning for them. Cut them young. We have, look at DJ Switch. She has met people at my age I haven't met yet. Obama, Bill Gates. And look at her. Her story is very unique. She has a background that is very, very unique. But you, who your life is not as difficult as hers, what are you doing? Tomorrow you will sit down, you will pay to what DJ Switch, who is younger than you. That is why I say habits of young people. DJ Switch is very respectful to her mom. Her uncle is a manager. If she was not respectful, she would not be where she is today. I mean, I've had some conversations with the mom and I get to know some of these things. So she's schooling and then she's doing what she's doing. What are you doing with your life? So I think that the parents have a lot of work to do. Teachers, the curriculum have to be changed. Oscar, I'm tired of Ghanaian curriculum. I'm told that the Ghanaian, the regulatory body of education has condemned British curriculum, foreign curriculum. They said they don't want it. But I asked them, what do you have to offer that is better? If the British curriculum inspires you to be in a certain way, if you go through the British system or Canadian system, American system, it's easier for you to get international recognition. But if you go the Ghanaian way, when you travel, you have to go through their system again, pay for it before you get what they want. Where are we leading Africans to? The government plays a huge role. So certain family members, you see that they have their children, they put them in the Montessori schools, they put them in the British Akaya and all of that, train them, and they go to the university abroad. And from there, they don't come back. Who are you leaving behind in this continent, Oscar? Who will develop this continent? The youth are the future of tomorrow. 1/3 of the population of Africa are young people. The old people are growing and they will die. What is the succession plan?
Wow. What's the succession plan? But there is one question I want to ask
stay
you.
Here. What happened to your heritage? You know, so it's it's unfortunate that the patronage or the desire, the number of young people interested in Ghana is very low, and we have a lot of work to do.
Now you made mention of young people. They like entertainment. They like to really be in that space where life is pleasurable. Now, as you said, it's not wrong, right? But there have to be a balance. Now, the balance is, why are they not interested? Because, for example, I have a friend who was having he was having a workshop, or let's say a conference, and the main speaker was Magdan. And Magdan is one of the most successful young people in Ghana. And nobody attended. And he was asking himself, what is actually the problem? Because after advertising on social media, bombarding people on WhatsApp, whatever they can do, they did it, but nobody attended. And I think this is really a very sad situation. How can we make them interested?
As a people manager, you cannot make people interested except they have the desire to be interested. Let me give an example. When I tell people, when you're recruiting people, don't recruit people to motivate them. Recruit motivated people. You cannot motivate anybody. You can't. The person has to be motivated.
Yes.
Because in any case, motivation is not permanent. You need to be disciplined to ensure that you remain what? Motivated. Now, the regular Ghanaian person is different. Let me tell you something very funny. So I went for a speaking program and I met two of my friends there. And we sat down and one of them told me, oh, he's relocating to South Africa and then he moved to Canada. And I said, oh, how? How can you leave us here? We've started this journey of helping to grow the nation and you're going. He said, Emma, he has been doing this for years. He doesn't have money in his account. He's a personal development coach. He said, but guess what? Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is what does he do? The same thing we're doing. We are information entrepreneurs.
Of course.
That is because where the environment he finds himself, they appreciate it. My pastor said something. Apple trees are wonderful. Apple trees are wonderful, but they don't grow everywhere. You cannot sow apples in Africa. It won't grow. Does it make the apple seed bad? No. But the soil does not have the capacity to develop it. There's nothing you can do to change it. So it's either you change the whole system of your soil. You see, now they say China is now developing cocoa. I don't know what they've done, but they've been able to do what we are doing here. So he told me that, listen, the very thing he's doing here, somebody in South Africa has noticed him do it, and it has gotten him business. He's going to do the same thing. 3 campuses in Zambia they are waiting for him to pay him to come and speak to the students. In Ghana here, when you want to gather, was it not me and you that went to Legon?
Yeah.
So go ahead. Look at what happened.
Even if you go there, they are not ready.
Look at that. So he told me, Emmaline, now he's going abroad. When Ghanaians need him, they will buy his tickets, pay him to speak, and then he will go back. He said that is what Ghanaians understand. That is what they understand. And even at that, if you're even lucky, you even get audience. So he has decided that he's going to places to where he's appreciated and not what tolerated. Bright is saying something, I agree with him. The average Ghanaian does not understand personal development. To them, they don't get it. And Bright is so right. They don't understand it. They think it's a waste of time. Give them a $1,000 value of personal development program. They would not attend.
No,
they won't come. And I told him that what he's saying is not wrong. There are certain careers that flourish in certain parts of the world. You can't argue with it.
Mm-hmm.
Personal development, HR,
Mm.
I mean, people development related things don't thrive in this part of the world. And that is how it has become. It will take the home, it becomes a cultural thing, okay? And then the way we have positioned the young people, except the young person is intrinsically motivated to be different. There is nothing you can do about Oscar. So for me, when I'm training in Ghana, I don't look at numbers. I look at quality of people, because one person in my event. So for Ghana, I have accepted that I'm not going to get 1,000 people. Foreigners organize a webinar. Oh my God, Oscar! You should see the numbers. You should see Tony Robbins in his room with 1 million people on his video wall.
The screens, yes.
And I tell myself, what am I talking about? No, this environment does not encourage it. But the reason why we are doing it is just for the 1, 2, 3, or 4 people, or whatever number of people in Ghana God will use to make a change in this continent.
Because I was telling somebody that Oscar Bimpon's quote is not different from Robert Kiyosaki.
Of course not, my dear.
It's not.
It's not different.
Yeah, but I'm looking at my new book, Mindset Revolution, right?
Yes.
And I was telling a friend that probably if I was a white guy, maybe I've already sold 1 million copies.
Not maybe, you would have sold 1 million.
Because look, if I see the kind of feedback people are giving me, I'm like, so where do we take this thing from, right? You know, today I went to some place, I was having a conversation with a white guy, and I gave him a book. He's a humanitarian, he's based in Ethiopia, and he was like, wow. Like, you see, and these are some of the things. It's like you are saying where we are coming from is already a disadvantage.
Yes, it is.
And that, yes, and I think that is where
the problem is.
Joel Austin writes a book, and in 1 week he sells 1 million copies. And I follow Joel Austin on Facebook, and he, on social media, he just put in some one quote, and within a minute he's got 1,000 likes, 1K. And I'm just sitting myself and I'm saying, this quote is more in depth than what Oscar Bimpo puts every day.
Absolutely.
We believe that they have paid their dues, they have paid the price. We agree with that. But what we are trying to say is that where we are coming from is already a disadvantage. And that is where we have to fight to turn the disadvantage to advantage. And I believe that we are setting the pace for others to really come and have a very good. Because some of the things that we are going through, sometimes you organize a program and you rather end up losing money.
Exactly, that is how it's been.
Yeah, you rather end up losing money. But I think we need to work hard and we need to do our best to change.
Oscar, your book should be a book in a university or secondary school that is a class. You understand me? Yes. When you say mindset revolution, what are the things that need to be taught in our schools today? Mental health, financial management, human relations skills, personal development, self-development, confidence, public speaking. These things lack. You are still learning algebra. That is today. I don't know what algebra has done for me. I am not a scientist, my brother.
Pi r square.
Pi r square. The pi r square. You
know. But it's quite interesting. There is a guy who has a British International School in Ghana. I interviewed him, and he said, "Oscar, I'm coming to London. When I come, I'm going to read your book. When the book really touches me, I will make sure that every student buys it." And it was like, this is the book where they have to get it into the schools. Every day you read even one page, you let students really discuss. Because you see, everything starts and ends with the mind. And the mindset that we carry is very critical to our success in life. But when you look at our continent, we have done things in a certain way for far too long. And we are getting the same results. People say it's leadership. But I'm saying it's mindset, because every leadership stems from a particular mindset. And until we change the mindset, we will continue to experience the same results. And even my point is that we should have a 50-year plan for our children.
Oh, please don't even start with me on that. They wouldn't even listen. You are right. You are so right.
So that our children understand what integrity is, what honesty is, the impact of corruption on our lives. Then when in the next 20, 30 years, we will start seeing leaders that are thinking different from our forebears.
Oscar, let me add to what you are saying. Right now in Ghana, people are rewarded for being corrupt, for doing things that are shady. Imagine a situation where we have a system that the themselves go through the process and come out. Don't you think that this will help our young people change? You see, in order to get results, you need to motivate with something. You want to stop armed robbery, you want to stop corruption, provide jobs. Simple. You want you want Ghanaians to have a certain mindset. What are the motivational or reward systems put in place for them to know that in Ghana, if you do this, you will get that? Why do young people want to go into politics? Tell me. Why do young people join SRC? Money.
It's an easy route.
But if the government have put in place a program for high performance young people, trust me, they will go through your mindset revolution book. In fact, if the government decides to partner with people like you and other people that have written books that will help in personal development, partner with coaches like yourself, myself, and other fantastic coaches in Ghana, and let make sure that will come out this and that, it will change the nation.
Of course. There is work to be done, isn't it?
A lot. Kagame is doing a good job. That is the reason why Rwanda has changed today. He sat down in his office and thought, I have to do a policy, but the young people must be involved. An old man like that. The young people, called the influencers, people who make decisions when it comes to the youth, because he knows that he's no more young anymore and he cannot make decisions for people who he is not like. That is a country where the young people will change. Tomorrow, if you carry yourself to Rwanda to do an event, Oscar, you will be wowed. And you ask yourself, is this not the same me? But Ghana, we are not serious from scratch. You can't expect change, my dear. Listen, the young people see the slay queen. The slay queen does not attend Oscar Bimpong's program. The slay king does not attend Emmaline Datey's program. Why should I join? All I need to do is to watch them on social media, follow what they do, and I'll become like them and make money and live in places that are expensive. Oscar, do you live in an expensive mansion?
No.
Are you driving an expensive car?
No.
And that is what the young people are thinking success is. Tomorrow, if you come out on social media and they portray you as a rich man, your book will sell. You see, our definition of wealth is warped. Very warped. However, many things you can't fight. Even Bill Gates is popular because he's made an impact. Elon Musk is popular because he's made an impact. If they were still in their processing days, who will know them?
No.
If they call them for, listen, the only time you call certain people who are brilliant for a program is, and then they get value, they are given the accreditation, is when they come and give a solution of a problem they've been looking for and it works.
Yes.
Then, hey, Oscar has solved the problem of Ghana for 50 years that if we tried, they couldn't find out. Hey, Oscar, then, by saying in Ghana, nobody cares about you even if that happens. But if you did that in the UK, for example, you sit where you are and you find the queen, the queen will endorse you.
Of course.
I know 2 Ghanaians have been endorsed. Denta has been endorsed. A lady has been endorsed. Yes. A black. Has any president of Ghana endorsed anybody in this country?
No.
Come on.
It's not their
priority. Exactly. Exactly, my brother. So there is so much to be done in Ghana. So much to be done, and it's a mindset.
Look, to be honest, I'm really passionate. I'm really encouraged. Look, somebody sent me a message yesterday that he needs 2 copies of the book all the way to Republic of Ireland. And when I sent it, he's supposed to give me like £30, but he put in £50 in my account. And I said, why? he said, look, for the good work you are doing, and I believe this book deserves more, though I haven't read it. Right? And this is this, he said he went to Amazon to read excerpts and he believes that he's going to enjoy the book. Well, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that, look, we have neglected the mind for far too long, and it is time we tackle the mind of our young people. If we want to see a different result,
that need to tackle it need to be put in place.
Yes, if we want to see a different results from what we are seeing, we need to work on the minds of our young people. I have done all sorts of personal development, but now I've settled on the mind. I just want to work on the minds of young people. I just want them to understand that, look, they can achieve anything that they put their mind to. And until they understand that, and to be honest, we have got results of young people that we have mentored. Now, today, as we are speaking, they are not running around with their CVs anymore, because they are doing things that in their own small way, it is really giving them a better life in their own small way that they are in now.
Absolutely.
They are building. And these are the young people that we really want to set as an example for our generation. And I think we just to keep moving on. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. We can keep making the impact, keep speaking. Primary school students, the junior high, senior high, you notice that they really like to hear what you are saying. And so catching them very young is very important, because young people have a lot to offer nations. America is where it is today because they allow the young people thrive. Look at America's Got Talent. Look at the 6-year-old, 9-year-old, and then they get opportunities. They already have a job at 9 years old with a record label. In Ghana, 9-year-old. Thank God for things like talented kids. But how far do they go?
Exactly.
If you don't have a tenacious manager, where will you get to? You know, so Oscar, I mean, the things we do, we'll keep doing. We are never going to stop. But we are hoping that, God willing, we have the leaders who will partner with, mindsets, coaches like you and I, to help the nation become better. Putting priorities in place. Now in the news, have you even heard them talk about budgets for anything on developing? Have you heard about anything like that? No. Nobody gives.
It's not part of the game.
No, it's not part of the game. We are building roads, we are building schools, which we don't complete. But who is building the people? Oscar, who is building the people?
Building the people. That is a very powerful word. Emma, I've got some few comments here. Let me read a few of them and we should be out of here. I've got Bright Asai says, we are quick to put blame on others. Meanwhile, we are the real people. Then he also said that, he also says that the average Ghanaian doesn't understand personal development. And I have got Mary Drasse saying hard work, consistency, and dedication. And she also says that I'm watching with my 13-year-old son and he's loving it. And I have got Rita Ahe saying, yes, it takes people who are intrinsically motivated to even appreciate the extrinsic one. Indeed, if the desire is not there, there is nothing to develop. And I've got Mary Drassi saying we need massive work on mindset on Ghanaians. And Retahin says, oh, Emma, well said. It takes successful young people to impact young people of today. It makes it easier to see and touch their reality. And I've got Bright Asa says that first time joining and I'm enjoying it. Bright Asa, we are here every Tuesday and Saturday. We used to do Thursday, but because of commitment, we have really put that one on hold. We are here 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. British Summer Time, UK. Look, these are the kind of discussions that we have all the time. Why? Because even this discussion is not even regular on our television and radio stations. It's not that much. And some young people are very hungry to have such discussions so that they can learn, but there are no opportunities for them. Sometimes when I'm in Accra, I will be driving the whole day and I will not have, I'm looking for a discussion like this to really listen, whether in the car or whatever, but I never get the opportunity. Why? Because all our programs are skewed to entertainment, sports, and politics, with less personal development and educational programs. that is going to really help young people for them to really learn the things that are needed in the marketplace. Because trust me, you can have the degree, but if you don't have a good personal development agenda, you are going to fail. Because nobody teaches you what you need to really develop yourself personally and to succeed in the marketplace. And this is why this platform is here, to create that platform where young people share their views. We have got a segment where we call the Step Out to Youth Impact Zone. This is where you interview young people between the ages of 12 to 30 years who are doing exceptionally well on the continent and in the diaspora. And why are we doing this? Because we want to give them a voice. We are living in a country like Ghana where before a young person get the opportunity to be on TV, I don't know what it will take them, because there are no opportunities that really gathers them for them to be on TV, for them to share their views, share their stories to inspire other young people. And that's what we are here for. Emmaline, I've really enjoyed every bit of this discussion. But before we go, I want to say that, look, I'm coming to Ghana soon. Whoa. There is going to be a book launch. And it is slated on the 4th of September. I'm going to give more updates on social media. Just really, keep that date secret for me, because on the 4th of September, don't miss this book launch, because it's going to be the amazing. We are lining up people that will come and speak to really change the narrative. It's going to be an amazing experience and an amazing networking event. You can't afford to miss it. And I think this is one of the first kind of book launch that is coming that is purely on mindset. Why are you going to miss this? You have done all the other ones, the leadership, the communication. This one is on mindset. Let's build together. 4th of September. Just dial it on your Google Calendar so that you really get a prompt when it's getting closer. And let's do this on the 4th of September. It is going to be an amazing. Emmaline, your last word to everyone that is watching us.
Yes. People wonder if everybody can be successful. Yes, everybody can identify their purpose. Everybody can achieve their maximum potential and be a blessing to others. But then, like I said, being passionate and being inspired. Don't live life by chance. Live life intentionally. Live life with a purpose. Understand that everything that happens in your life is directing you somewhere. Be curious level of your life will be. You might be going through problems right now. And remember that every young person will grow up to get married. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Somebody was asking, I put it on a relationship platform, and the person asked me, is this important? Does this have anything to do with relationships? And I say, listen, if as an individual, you don't develop yourself, you become a useless person to your spouse. So for you to have that mindset change, there's certain people that are married and their attitude to marriage is whack. And you see that they're not enjoying their marriage. Enjoy your marriage, enjoy your job, enjoy your children, enjoy your mission and vision, enjoy your life. You can't enjoy one part of your life and the other part is suffering. No, it's a 360-degree package, a blessing from God. So success is not success in one part of your life and failure in the other part. Success is a total package, and it is possible. You can achieve it.
Success is a total package, and it's possible. You can achieve it. And trust me, all that I want to tell you is that, look, whatever level you find yourself in, you can always go to the next level.
That's it.
Don't stay at a particular level. And sometimes we stay there for far too long. Giving emotional excuses, giving excuses that really make sense to the years, but it doesn't make sense to your goals. Just believe in yourself and start working. There is always a way out. And the reason why you are not finding that way out is that you are not hungry enough.
Absolutely.
I like what Anthony Joshua, the boxer, always writes on his t-shirt. He says, stay hungry. Sometimes when you have got food in the fridge, you refuse to think because you know where the next food is coming.
Absolutely.
But when you don't have no food to eat, you start thinking. Now, I want you to understand that whether you have got food in the fridge or you don't have food in the fridge, this is a message that is psychological, and that is stay hungry. Staying hungry means that pursuing your vision, whether you see success or failure. Stay hungry because you believe it can be done.
Absolutely.
Just be the story that you want to be. What I always tell people is that you are writing your own book. Your life journey is like you are writing your own book. Do you like what you have written so far? The chapter that you are in, that you are writing. Do you like what you are writing? If you don't like what you are writing, then change it. If your story is not inspiring, change it. One day I was telling somebody that I should be writing my autobiography, because what people have seen on the outside is not what is happening on the inside. If a young man said, he wanted my shoe. I said, can you wear my shoe for a day? Because sometimes you see the flashy outside, but you don't see what we go through. Trust me, you can do better than what you are doing now. Surround yourself with the right people. Believe in yourself. Carry a vision. Let that vision be your what? I was telling somebody, Emmaline, I say, you are doing this. I was mentoring a young lady, and I say, you are doing this. But when I Google your name, nothing comes up.
Absolutely.
And I told him to go and Google my name. I said, look, yes. So what you are doing, there have to be a tag to the name. People should know what you are doing, and that is how opportunity comes to you. I remember I went to a TV station in Ghana, and they said, why should we give you opportunity for you to come on our TV show? And I said, Google my name, you see the works that I've done. The conversation became easier. It's not that I'm trying to be arrogant, but it's so difficult for me to just explain with words when the work already exists. When you put in the work, it becomes easier for you to make easy conversations, for you to really climb hurdles that others will not be able to climb. We just have to believe in yourself. Go out there and be the best that you can be. We'll be coming here Tuesday with another powerful discussion. Don't change the dial. It is going to be an amazing discussion. And please keep the date, 4th September, the Mindset Revolution agenda. We are saying we are selling more than 1 million copies of this book. Be part of this history, right? Because Africa, we are more than 1 billion. But our agenda is just over 1 million. We want to sell this book. Because the problem of the continent is a mindset issue. And until we tackle that, nothing is going to work for us. God bless everyone that really joined us. And God bless Emmaline for your time.
God bless you too, Oscar. I myself. Somebody is asking about your book. Mary.
I need one. Sure. All right, Mary, just inbox Oscar Bimpon on
Facebook.
On Facebook, then we can take it from there. To be honest, I'm really reluctant to sell it to Ghanaians, because if I sell it now, nobody will come for the book launch.
No, she's not in Ghana. She's in UK.
Oh, that is good. That is good. Even in the UK, I can even send a signed copy to your inbox, so to your letterbox. So that is going to be easier, right? Okay. So please send me a message on Messenger, and we can take it from there. Emmaline, God bless you, and hope to see you in Ghana soon.
Awesome. See you too, my brother. Bye, everybody.
Bye.